Mates, g'day mates. Simon, VA7BIX. Well, guess what I'm off to pick up? You got it right, the Hermes Lite 2. Woohoo! So here it is, here's the Hermes Lite 2, guys. Exciting. Woohoo! So here's the size of the parcel. It's not that big, and it's light. And the thing that I like about it, there's no duty on it. So let's get home and open this bad boy up. This is pretty exciting. Ooh, nice padding. Ooh, nice padding. I see 3 boxes, guys. Oh, yes. It has arrived. The eagle has landed. Yes. Woohoo! These boxes are beautifully packaged. And here's the enclosure. So we have the shim there, which is used for the actual card, and then we've got the front and back panel, and we've got the little screws, and in here we have, this is the enclosure, this is the case. Nice, nice. Wow, this is pretty cool. And you'll notice here, guys, it's got little slots here. So that's obviously where you slide the cards in and out. So beautifully packaged, and it all looks good. It's traveled well. Beautifully packaged. And these little screws are Phillips head screws, and that will go with the actual Hermes Lite itself. So we'll cut this open. So that's obviously the back panel, and this is the front panel. And then there are the little screw holes. I'm going to put those 2 bottom screws in just to get those set. And we will leave the back one off because that will go on at the end once the cards go in. So, all right, my trusty little Phillips head screwdriver. So there we go. So we've just put the front plate on, and this top plate I'm just going to put aside. So just got to make sure that these line up so they go. Oh yes, oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's really neat. A little bit of play in it, but it's pretty good, and that's pretty flush to that. The screws are the same. I'm just going to put that aside for now. Next thing we're going to open is the actual Hermes Lite. This is exciting. So let's have a look at this. Okay, a little bit of jumper wire there, and there's the actual card itself. Really nicely packaged, guys. Really, really nicely packaged in one of these little anti-static sealed bags. So we're going to cut this open. And you see these, there are little grooves here. So the bottom groove, oh, that's nice. And then if you look at the front, there we go. There's the jumper to connect the 2 circuit boards. And then this guy, there's your antenna, there's your RF1, and that's the EXTTR. And carefully, that will slide into there like that. And then this little guy here is going to go on there to keep the 2 cards together. All right, guys, so as we're putting a little screw through this little hole here, this is for your heat shim, so that when we run the 5-watt amplifier, it dissipates the heat. we have to get everything flush so we make the perfect screw hole. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to put this back panel on here, and we're going to fasten it. We're going to get everything absolutely into place here. So guys, one thing I noticed, there was a little bit of a bend in this, and it's because the outer plate just got caught on the corner of this Ethernet plug. So just be careful of that. You sort of have to push and guide its way in, because remember, all of this is coming out again once we drill the hole. There we are. Look at this beautiful bad boy. Here we go. All right, so now what we need to do, we're going to be drilling a hole through here. This guy here. This is where the heat shim is going to go, right there. So that's pretty good. So that's an eighth. So that's an eighth of an inch right there, guys. And you're going to also need this, guys. You're going to need some thermal paste. So I got this on Amazon. It was like about $5. All right, guys. So we've got this is an eighth of an inch. So it's a good size. And this screw just fits through there, so we should be good. Well, there's the drill bit. We're going to make a nice score on the bottom tray, and then now we need to remove all of this and drill it out, and we can then put this back in with the thermal paste, and off we go. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to drill through there. There we go. We are done. Okay, now that we've drilled that out, just to help dissipate the heat, just a little bit of sandpaper just on the inside, just to take a little bit of that paint off. So the next thing we're going to do is put it all together. Woohoo! All right, now we get down to the critical piece, and that's applying the thermal paste, guys. So we're going to put a couple of drops on that, and this is the heat shim, and this is really, really important. So that'll keep the circuit board away from the heat. So we're going to just put a little drop on each side of the hole. We're going to be attaching this shim. So you want to make sure the shim goes the right way. And I want to thank Tech Minds for showing this. So you've got to make sure that the sloped, angled piece of the shim heads in towards the center of the board. So it's going to go on like that, okay? So we're just going to put a couple of drops here. And a little bit more here. And then this, you want to make sure you line it up with the hole like so. And then there we go. Now what we're going to do is we are carefully going to slide this into here. And what I thought I would do is I'm going to put like a little, just put my screwdriver through there just to keep it together as we put it into place. So here we go, guys. So I'm going to put this like so, and then we're going to put the screwdriver just through there. You slide it on. There we go. Now we're getting there. Okay, there we go. All right, we are in business. We're going to put the screw in. And then we're going to put the screw on it. Okay, I present to you the Hermes Lite. So we'll put this back panel back on. Alrighty, so before we tighten it all up, we're going to put the top panel on. And it looks like it goes this way. Nice, look at that. Woohoo! All right, let's finish screwing this up. I want to send out a huge cheerio to my friend Chris, Digital Analog Ham. He basically said I'll wet my pants when I hook this thing up, so I can't wait. All right, there we go. The Hermes Lite. These were about $4 or $5 from Home Depot. And these are self-adhesive, low-friction slider pads. So I'm just going to put these on the 4 corners, and that will stop that rubbing on any surface as well. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. Woo! All right. So let's go ahead now and hook this up to the computer. I'm really excited about this. So what I've got, guys, I've got a dongle. I have a dongle that I use for my tablet that I'll plug into my computer through USB. And in the end, the Ethernet cable goes into there. So we're going to go Ethernet out of that into this and into the computer. Oh, and it just happens I have tons of Ethernet cable. So let's get this going. Here we go. We're going to plug that into the Ethernet port, and we're going to power it up, and let's see what happens.
Al 63 Puerto Rico por cable Whisky 4 Grupo, Hotel Indio número 4, noviembre 2, vapor Romero.